What's up, Scares Podcast? I got a quick announcement. The 9th annual Rolling in White Adult Skate Party and Toby and Kobe's birthday bash. Saturday, August 19th from 11:30 p.m. to 4:30 a.m. We got some of the baddest skate DJs rocking with us. DJ Killer B from ATL, the legendary Big Bob from Brooklyn, and DJ T Mac from Chicago, and Carolina's Mixed King, Young Soul the DJ. Hosting the event, we got D-Breeze from Chi-Town, and also recording and flicking it up all night, we got Skate Mafia from Charlotte, North Carolina. This will be held at United Skates in Raleigh, North Carolina. Admission is $20, and you gotta be 18 and up. So guys, on your Instagram, Facebook, any social media, make sure you share. So guys, go ahead and make sure you mark your calendars for the 9th annual Rolling in White Adult Skate Party and Toby and Kobe's birthday bash, Saturday, August 19th at United Skates in Raleigh, North Carolina. Hope to see y'all there. And guys, let's go ahead and get back to the Skaters Podcast. Let's go! What's up, everybody? It's your boy Young Soul, aka Supersonic, and welcome to TJ Young Soul TV, guys. Episode 4 of the Skaters Podcast. You know what time it is. All right, hold on. Wait, no, because the last time was a little shaky, so hold on. Give me a second. Hold on. I got it. Wait, no. Because, no, I have to hit the, so, like, listen, ever since season 1, everybody been liking when I, like, hit the high note or whatnot, and when I be like, we're back. So I got to do it. But
okay.
last, like,
all right.
Like,
stick to your brand. Stick to your brand. Okay.
Not even going front, y'all. This is probably one of the best we're backs I ever done in any episode because it was just so clear and crisp. So y'all, let's go ahead and get back into it because honestly though, I had to stop the editing just to say this. But anyway, okay, let's go. We're back. But anyway, what's up, y'all? You already know what time it is. Episode 4. I just want to say thank you guys for all the love, support that you guys been giving to me for the start of the season because y'all, I've been busy ever since graduation, and you guys know that I had graduated high school last Wednesday, so it's like everything's been going like crazy. But yeah, y'all. What a day today. I'm not even going front. What a day today. Like I had to do so much today. Like everybody's been like literally like about the graduation video and then also about the college I'm going to, which is UNCG. So I've been doing like all that stuff and transcripts and blah, blah. So then it's like, what a day. But y'all, I got one of my favorite videographers right now on my podcast right now. And like, I don't want to, you know, because we created some video. Like we created some magic. You know what I'm saying? Anytime we link up, y'all. SkateAddictTv, y'all, as y'all know. And when I tell you this right now, camera quality, A1 steak sauce. Just him trying to get him staying up with the skater and still like maneuvering through traffic and steak sauce. And just like everything that he does with just video, like it's just freaking amazing. I got Josh with me, SkateAddicted, as you know, SkateAddictTv. How you doing, bro?
What is good, family? How you doing, bro?
I'm not gonna front. I took a nap and I woke up and I was like, wait a minute, I have a pod. So I gotta do that to the job. Listen, he gave me grace yesterday. So listen, I was graduation and everything, you know.
Congratulations.
I was lit, turned. That thing was like 8 a.m. So, you know, I've been having the whole day of friends, lit and everything. And then we went out to eat. Unexpectedly, and then I was like, dang, I gotta be back home because I gotta go do a podcast with y'all. And I texted him, I said, yo, bro, I can't make it. He was like, nah, bro, it's okay, it's your day.
Go do your, like, yesterday was a monumental day for you, bro. Go take care of that, man.
I know, but I was like, dang, but I really need to get this done. But, you know, I appreciate you for that because, listen, I mean, like, black people, they're like, because Josh was like, things on top.
I promise I didn't think that. I promise.
But yeah, y'all, I got him on the podcast today. I know you guys know him everywhere. He's very national. We go to all the parties to get the amazing footage from amazing skaters. And guys, I know you guys love him a lot. I know y'all do. And y'all actually highly requested him on this podcast. And you, yes, they did. In the comments, they was like, I'll ask who I want. They was like, we need SkateAddictTv. I said, definitely. I was like, for sure. And as much as you've done for me in like the videos and everything, the fact that you changed the way you create your watermarks and all that stuff, that is absolute fire to me, yo. Like, he changed them in the color. I'm like, This is cool. Like I
You
didn't
gotta change it up, man. Gotta change it up.
no seriously merch. Like when is so yeah, listen, soon you better give me a shirt.
I got you. I got you. Just let me know which one you want. I got you.
Okay, bet. Cool. So y'all, Josh, go ahead and let them know everything about you and let them know who you are.
What's good, everybody? It's your favorite videographer from SkateAddictTv, where we ride, we vibe, we party. If you don't know me, everybody calls me Skate Addict, but my actual name is Josh.
Actual
Joshua Smith Benson, to be exact. My headquarters is here in Orlando, Florida, but I am originally from Rochester, New York. But I've been in Florida for probably about 20, 21 years. So I'm pretty much a Floridian at this point. I've been doing videography. Well, Skate Addict TV will be turning 3 this year.
Woo!
And so, so I've been doing videography for like, I want to say about 2 years now, 2.5, almost going on 3 years now. So it hasn't been that long, but I was doing photography back in college. I went to Florida A&M University, FAMU. If you don't know, highest of 7 hills, the highest HBCU on the highest of 7 hills. Can you dig it? But no, man, I really got into this whole thing on, I wouldn't say that it was an accident, but it was an accident. You know, I started skating at FAMU, but let me say this. I've had my skates for like 10 years. I've had them. I mean, I don't mean I was skating in them, but I had them, right? So, but to get into this culture has been within the last 2 years. So, meeting all these coordinators, all these different parties, meeting skaters such as yourself is really a brand new concept to me. So, man, the Skate Addict TV really happened on accident. I was really just trying to do things here in Orlando, just really trying to create memories. Essentially, what I do now with the channel in Orlando, but it just ended up growing into this monster now we call Skate Addict TV. And so I guess so big that you wanted me on your podcast, and I'm just grateful to be here because I just be chilling. So I really didn't know my name be ringing bells like that. So this is awesome to know, man. I appreciate that.
Yeah, it's like well, still see, I always connect with people with like energy like his as high as this is. It's like and
I'll be on 12, bro. You gotta be on 12.
No, it's just life is contagious. But yes. So listen, that's very. I've been personally been thinking you've been doing this for like years. Like as good as high tech and everything amazing you are, I've been thinking that you've been doing this thing for years and like video for all that stuff years. That's crazy.
It'd be year 3, man. Year 3 will be in November.
Wow! Congratulations, Dad.
Thanks, bro. I appreciate it. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. It's been a lot of ups and downs, toss and turns and curves, but you know it works. It's been working.
Okay, my quick question, because I was thinking about this and I wanted to ask you this. Have you ever like broken any equipment? I don't want to start this great. Have you ever broken any equipment in this like just filming wise in the skate rink and stuff like that?
I have not broken any equipment. I've fallen several times, but I have not broken any equipment. The only equipment that got somewhat kind of broken was my screen actually this past party at RITC. Skater, we were doing yeah, you remember? We were in the middle and one of the skaters, I guess one guy was battling on one side, another guy was like skating, and I was recording the guy that was just skating versus battling. Yeah. And he did some type of roll and he kicked up and hit my screen and all this other stuff. But the screen didn't break, but it kind of did chip on the side. But that's the only thing that is broken. I mean, you know, knocking on some wood now, that's the only thing that is broken.
Yeah.
But other than that, everything's been intact.
Well, thank you, God. But I remember that. I was like, "Whoa!"
Yeah, yeah. I was like, bro, you couldn't come say sorry or nothing. But you know, it is what it is, man.
I said, no, he didn't say nothing. I said, okay, you're gonna be looking for. I'm telling you, because listen, you have some high tech, expensive equipment and all that stuff, and I know you take pride and consideration in your stuff. So it's like, you know, if anything, it's like, you know, that's what I'm saying. These big skate parties sometimes they don't be looking, sometimes they don't be paying attention, sometimes they just be like, you know, going fast like that, and they don't understand. There's also a lot of people like with videographers and stuff on the like floor and stuff with high tech equipment and all that. So it's like, you know, woo, I know. I said when he did that pop up, I said, someone gonna get killed.
But it's, you know, the thing about it though is because I have like I buy the equipment that I buy, like although it is a little pricey, like that it's good quality, so I don't have to buy it again. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it's pretty durable for the most part. I mean, don't go out there and be crazy and just fall on it and try not to protect it. Don't be goofy like that. But for the most part,
Right.
it can take a little kick or a little fall. It's usually okay for the most part.
Right.
But I was a little worried though, because like he kind of came in with some speed because he was in that battle heavy. So it's all good though.
Right. That's it. I was like, no, because seriously, that's like really important. But also too, you went on Instagram when I got this our main topic today. So guys, we went on a he went on Instagram and he was, I think it did a live stream or just a post on how to get better videos or how for skaters to get better videos from different videographers or just him specifically. And guys, he was just like going down on it, just saying like, skaters from like, JB, DC, House, like everybody, and just saying, because everybody had different speeds, everybody had different motions and all that. So he was breaking down and everything. I was saying like, okay, listen, if you if you want me to get you, just and you see me or you catch me by the eye, just slow down a little bit. Just slow down just a little bit. Or if you
Just a smidgen.
just a little bit. If you want, just go a certain angle, something like that. You know what I'm saying? Or just because like I'm saying, big parts, something like that. You gotta do certain turns to get there. You gotta do certain turns to get them. You gotta do certain. You gotta probably learn even some pivots and stuff like that to get certain angles and certain, especially that feet. Because I realize that you get a lot of footwork, which is I really love a lot because I feel like that's what a lot of people pay attention to. So. What is your whole perception, and why did you go live and or do the reels or whatnot on that whole thing?
So for me, there's a couple of reasons why I started doing it. One of the first reasons that I'm really trying to expand the channel out.
Right.
So at this point, I've been doing this for a little while now, to a point where I understand what as a videographer what I need in order to get a good video. Now I'm stepping more into editing and doing these little montages that I'm doing now. It's like, okay, I can't use this edit because this footage because of this. I can't use this footage because of that. Blah 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 blah. So it was one thing I wanted to do was it was time for me to expand the channel out for one thing. So because there's so many videographers out there. So shout out to all the videographers.
Yeah, shout out to everybody. Yeah.
There's a lot of us out there, and the content is kind of the same. You know what I'm saying? We're doing the same kind of skating, but it's just from different regions of the world. So it's different types of skating, but it's the same video of skating, right? So I was like, you know what? I'm tired of chasing y'all. First things first.
No,
First things first, I'm tired of chasing y'all. Two is like, because I give my videos out, I want the videos that I get of you for you to be quality. I just don't want to be shooting you just to be shooting. I want to shoot you like I shoot everybody else. So, but the thing, and it was been a couple instances where I've been recording people and it's like, no, I'm too shy, I'm scared, I know, blah blah blah. So it's like, okay, let me curate like some type of series. And there's like I have like 7 or 8 more reels that I'm making currently that are pertaining to how to get better skate videos as a videographer. So it's just like I guess people can look at me as, or people have told me that I'm kind of, I'm pretty good when it comes to this. So I think people will, listen when I speak about this kind of topic or subject. So I was like, let me give y'all some tips of what y'all can do to get better videos. Because one of the problems that we see or that I hear about is that, a lot of skaters feel as if they don't get, recognized by the popular videographers or any videographer at all. So it's like, there may be some reasons for that. So either, you're not skating, you're skating too fast, you're skating across, there's so many different reasons why it could be. But so let me put you in the best position to get recorded, or when you get recorded, this is what happens. So it's just little tips and tricks along that nature that to help the skater out to get better video so they can do more things with it. Like if they want to, send it to Rydell, they want to send it to a commercial, because there's a lot more skaters that are getting recognized by these bigger brands now. And it's like, it only helps to have a good video. So but it doesn't have to be, a professional skate videographer. It could be anybody with a phone, you know what I mean? Or anybody that has a camera in their hand that is trying to get something. So this is how you do it. Just do it this way, practice it, and slow down and stay in front of the camera, because these are the things that we're looking for to use. So if you want to get posted, if you want to get, collab, we're looking for like the footage that works the best. We're looking for the footage that we had you in frame the whole time. We're looking for footage that we didn't have to chase you across the whole entire skate floor the whole time, you know. So those are the, I mean, but those are the things that people don't know.
Right.
They're just skating, and they're just, you know, skating for the fun of it, which is fine and awesome. But you
Right.
know, if you want a really good video, this is how you do it.
Right. So
Mhm.
guys, also too, you guys know, you guys see me get posted by a lot of videographers and a lot of like everybody, a lot of people post to me. And the thing is, I realized to just be for consideration. Well, see, okay, well, anytime me and Josh link up or whatnot, anytime you see him, see I or whatnot,
It's a movie.
it's all right. And the thing is, I think I realized what his camera could do from looking at certain videos I did. So like I remember at a really big video we did one time, we did one was in South Carolina.
Yep.
And
Yep.
then also Jive and many more too. But
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, but that Jive one, it was how I realized when I came up to you and it zoomed back out. That was crazy. And I feel like also chemistry too.
Yeah.
And
Absolutely.
yeah,
Absolutely.
and also too, I mean, if anything though, I realized that like, don't do nothing like, yeah, do your best also too, but always just you don't always have your mind on the camera, you know what I'm saying? Because then it's just gonna like, okay, I'm trying to do this for the camera and you fall. Always still be in
Exactly.
your but also watch out for the camera. You know what I'm saying? Like we were just talking about the guy. Before okay, y'all, but also before we went on the podcast. At RTC, someone almost knocked this camera over and almost cracked it. Well, they technically did a little damage, but it didn't do as much. But I'm saying it's like, I feel like, should you be considerate of like, or be mindful of that when videographers are filming you in such a tight space because they'd be very tight when not. Do you
Mm.
think they should, kind of step back a little bit more from the camera when they're doing certain moves?
I think that as a professional skater or just a really good skater or just, you know, even a moderate to beginner skater, like as a videographer and with that skater, we have to understand our boundaries. You know
Mm,
what I mean?
yeah.
Even in that case at South Carolina at RITC, I can admit I probably should have been paying more attention. I can't put it all on the skater. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
But
Because there's the thing about videography is, at least when we're skating, and I can only talk from my perspective,
right.
is that I don't ask. So I just kind of roll up. Sometimes you see the light and I just get moving, and you get the moving or you don't get the moving.
I know.
So, and that's been working for me. It hasn't been an issue.
Right.
So, and the reason why I don't do that is because if you're in your zone, you're in your zone. Some people say they don't even see me until after the fact. So
Right.
it's like I don't want to say, yo, make sure you stay back a couple feet. But so it's up to us to be like, okay, he's this far, he's this far. Like, let's make sure that we stay a good distance away from one another. It's kind of like a professional courtesy in a sense.
Right. Yeah.
Now, you know, it's been some close calls here and there, but it's like still it takes the videographer and it takes the skater to like understand like our boundaries, but more actually on the videographer side because we didn't necessarily ask you for permission to do this, right? So it's like we don't want to affect your skating and your style
Right.
based off us wanting to be too close.
Be
You know
too
what I
close.
mean? That comes to a point of like make sure that you have the right equipment for the right party and all this other stuff. Make sure you have the right lens so you don't have to be as close, so on and so forth. So
Right.
there's a lot of other little details that come on the videographer side that's important when it comes to the proximity that some people might have. Now, some people just, some skaters, they just have zero control.
I mean, that's fine.
And you know what I mean?
Oh,
So
that was
at that point, you just kind of have to like step back, kind of let them do their thing, and we can kind of get the best video we can get based on what they're doing. You know what I mean? So some people are sometimes it's an L. You know, everything's not a W. So it just really depends.
no for sure because it's like I'm saying you don't want to, but see you should never have to just be like that.
Man, listen, I've been in some places where it's like, hey, yo, like, oh,
Woo.
okay. Oh. It's been a few of those. Don't get me wrong. Like, and it's been with the most professional skaters, especially when
Right.
you're talking about middle work.
Ooh.
So, but middle, let me rephrase that. Middle work when the circle is small, Not
Like,
the big wide ones that we've been seeing lately. But when it's really small and intimate, and you have to work that middle in that tight space,
yeah,
that's when it can kind of get
a little hectic.
a little hectic. Only because as a videographer, I respect other videographers. So it could be, me and Chad on opposite sides. I'm not trying to get in his shot, or me and Malik on one side. I'm not trying to get in his shot, or anybody with a phone. I'm not about to get in front of you just because I got the big camera. I'm gonna sit in front of your camera. That's rude.
Right. That
So trying to watch out for them and their cameras, and then watch out for the skater in those tight spaces. That's when it kind of gets a little busy.
yeah.
But once again, it's just that proximity, and maybe you just got to sit still and just sit in that place, and hopefully you have the right lens to do what you need to do.
Gotcha. And
Mhm.
also too, so how much or how long or how much you need to do? Like, okay, so like when you get the skate videos in, you got them in your camera, go back. How long did it take to you, or how much editing do you need to put in to produce a certain skate video or produce it as a rail?
It depends on what I'm doing. So if I'm just doing like a regular reel, it depends on what I'm trying to accomplish with it.
Right.
Because with me, I I'm really try to be very time efficient. So, but at the same token, I don't try to over edit to take away from like the essence of that skate night. So
Yes.
I don't know if you've been looking at my page, but I've been posting like middle work just raw,
I
because like I don't want like middle work is it's a art form to middle work. You know what I'm saying? So just to kind of sit in the middle and kind of like do your thing as you're listening to the music. So musicality is a part of it. So I don't want to put any edits on the music
all right.
to pretty much get into Instagram's algorithm and so on and so forth and blah blah blah. So if I'm just doing like a reel where it's just raw, it doesn't take me any time at all. It's really just I put it on there, put my watermark on it, and I throw it out there to the world to see.
That's all you got to do.
That's all. Sometimes that's all it takes.
That's
Sometimes that's all it takes.
all it takes.
But when you're talking about like a reel where it's like you're trying to get into the Instagram algorithm,
Yeah.
it can take me like an hour or 2 hours depending on what it is. Because you try to match the beat, because with some of these parties that you go to, you hear the same music. So
Yeah.
it's like you want to make sure that you might have the same skater on the same song at that party. So you don't want to post it back to back.
Right.
So it's all about finding music for me is by far the hardest part of
No,
me
for
about
sure.
editing. Oh
No,
my god, bro.
for
Like
real.
it's the hardest part.
No, for real. Just even put like even for like I don't know why I just call it real. It's really reels. Anytime like I like post one or whatnot, it is so hard because also too sometimes I leave it out, but there's probably like the song probably that feeling that I was skating to. I probably wasn't really feeling it, but they still kind of got me and whatnot. So it's like
Mhm.
when I put a song on it, I just feel like it got to feel or dedicated to the way how I'm skating or it has to have that feel. You know what I'm saying? And I like
Absolutely.
a certain song. So it's like the beats are different because you're skating, and the song you're trying to put over is like probably the different beat that you're trying to like mix with on your video. So it's like, it's
And
help.
I even take it a bit further, because I try not to use music that has like a lot of cursing in it.
Like,
Only so like my brand can reach out to a more
yeah,
wider demographic, including children. So I don't want too much cursing in it. If I can avoid it, by all means I do. So, but and I'm also trying to use more skate music from the skate producers and stuff like that. Because I mean, if I with my
yeah,
platform growing the way that it's growing, I want to make sure that I'm able to put on, the skating music. You know what I'm saying? Like
yeah.
the DJs, the producers, all that stuff like that. So trying to find the right music to go with the songs and make sure that it links up well, and you do all the slow mos and so on and so forth. Like that's honestly the hardest part for me, finding the music. But once I find the music, I'm kind of good to go. But that's really the hardest part.
Yeah,
But for a good video, so if I like how I did Curvy Roll or how I did RITC, I
yeah.
did like 15-minute videos for those. Because I'm early in my editing career, it does take me a little bit longer, but I am getting a little bit quicker at it.
Right.
So I'll say about 2 3 hours, depending on how big the project is.
Gotcha. Cool.
Yeah.
And also, guys, I'm gonna say this right now. Listen, I know after the skate party, and I know like for the main people that be in the middle or outside, or that you got caught or you seen, and you're trying to listen. Give these videographers some time, just a little bit of time, just a little bit, a little bit of time, at least a day afterwards.
We have lives too, okay?
No, for sure. Just give a little bit of time. I know, listen, because I know sometimes I'd be like, ooh, I can't wait to see you. Because it's like, of course. But then it's like, I realize it's like, you got to give them a time. They have lives. They got other jobs. They probably got other things to do.
Man, listen, as soon as I get home, hey, bro, you got that video? Like, bro, we just left the rink at the same time. Give me a sec.
No, for real, because it's like, that's what I feel like too. Skaters, now listen up. We got to be more, considerate to our, because listen, they the ones who actually sometimes put us on that big platform. And they need to go back, do some editing, put their logo, the watermark stuff on it, for they can. And guys, also too, if they say that you have to pay for this or that, and if you don't want that certain thing, do it. And I'm not.
Support goes a long way. Little support goes a long way.
But I feel like that's what I'm saying. But also too, it's like people do a lot of demanding, and I don't like that. After how much you put in, I just feel like you shouldn't be like, oh, change this, change that, do that, do that. You know what I'm saying? Because at this point, I'm just not even gonna post it, because it's like, and my thing is too. I mean, like I said, just give them some time to do their job. If it might take a week.
Yeah, I
mean, that was what? That was a 3-day event. You went all 3 days, did you?
For which one?
For RTC.
No, I just did Friday and Saturday. I didn't go Sunday. I had to head back Sunday.
All that footage in the drop thing. Listen, all that still took time to do. You know what I'm saying? Just y'all give it time for it to look good. And also y'all listen. I know this for a lot of the video storage.
Man, listen. Listen. Oh my gosh, I'm looking to buy another hard drive right now. Like it racks up quick. Like the hard drive that I want is like 20 tetrabytes, which is a really big hard drive, but it's like $400.
Yeah.
So it's like I probably never run out of space ever again, but still, it's just like
it's worth it. Investment, but yo, I'm just saying it takes a lot of work for them. So just give just a little bit of time. I mean, at least 2 days, at least, because I know. I asked QC, I asked Mafia, I asked Chad, I asked like all of them. I just be like, I know people just. I mean, the day after or just the night at 12 o'clock when the session is over. Do you have to like listen? Please, can I at least get on some Wi-Fi?
For real. I don't even have my computer with me. You know what I'm saying? To even do anything for you.
Right. Also, guys, I also feel like you guys are also too. Just, I mean, optional not, but also to support our videographers. Cash just a little love, just a little something, because it takes a lot of work. We're not doing it because y'all think it's easy to get a phone out. Yeah, but the equipment, the freaking dedication, and then the lifeline they have to have for all their stuff. Anytime they step on that floor. Because listen, anything can go wrong. What I'm saying, like anything, especially during like certain style calls and all that, and you guys try to film this, and people cut across, people go fast, people go slow. Sometimes you might look certain. It's a lot. So y'all just support them, because anybody who record me out, sometimes I make sure I always try to just slide in a little something. You know what I'm saying? Just for appreciation. You know what I'm saying? For they can remember, like, hey, you're
or just look out for us. Like, and that's what I say about the skaters. They have been very welcoming, and I can at least say on my end, like if they see me recording, like they will like kind of move out the way, or I kind of like throw my arm out to kind of nudge them, and they be like they'll push me along to kind of make sure that I get past them and stuff like that. So shout out to the skaters, because the skaters have been very attentive of the videographers and stuff that's out there. So man, like give like a lot of kudos to y'all, because y'all really doing your thing out here when it comes to that. So thank y'all for your help, for those who have helped me out, especially in tight parties like Jive or RITC. Heavy lookouts during some of those times. Appreciate it.
I mean, I'd be like, everybody 6 feet.
Man, listen. It's crazy. Now when I skate, like sometimes I just have my hand out just so I can keep myself have a clear path. Because some people just not paying attention, which is understandable, So it's so and as videographers, we have to make sure that we have our own little trips and ticks to make sure that we're not in the way. Also, that's the point of it is not to be in the way of other skaters to get footage. It's really to kind of blend in with the rest of the party to get what we need for the community. So
Okay, cool, cool. And another question: what
what's up?
separates videographers from their videos? You know what I'm saying? Because you have a lot. Today, as you can see, that it's just been growing. Like people it's just been growing, and I mean that's amazing. Could also give good platforms to many skaters and everybody. But what separates videographers? You know what I'm saying? Because you got QC, Mafia. What's his name? It's a really big one. Roll. Help.
Role models.
Yeah, them, Skate Live,
Mm-hmm.
like all of them. So what separates you guys from each other?
That's a really good question. Um, I think that with with videography, it's an art, right?
Right,
We all have different eyes, different brains, different minds, different concepts.
right,
So, and just from natural from this being natural, we all have a different viewpoint on how we look at and how we view skating.
right,
I can't really, I know I'm inspired by a couple of the other videographers based on because we use the same kind of equipment,
right.
but we all have a different standpoint. For me, I think that it's my energy that I provide during while we're skating.
For sure.
I've been told countless times before I'm like skating's hype man because like
You are.
I
You
be
are.
giving my energy behind the
Do you
camera.
hear
You know
me?
what I'm saying? But that's me. You know what I'm saying? That's how I am. That's personally me. There's somebody that I'm inspired by. They say Chad, Chad of Skate Like TV. Chad is heavy in his editing.
He is.
Very heavy in it. And this is not saying anybody else. This is the first person that came to my mind. But
Yeah.
Chad is very heavy in his editing, and his editing is superb when it comes to the whole skating, when it comes to the skating community. So it's just certain things that we all do and how we market ourselves and how we put ourselves out there, which really makes us different.
Right.
Now, the content and stuff that we're putting out is essentially the same, but there's got to be some type of twist that we all give it. And I think it's our personal spins that we put on it that makes it different.
Yeah.
So, like you were mentioning, for me, it's about like, or another thing that makes me different that compared to the other videographers is that, I give the videos out. So some people don't do it, some people do it, or it takes a long time. But one of the things that people have mentioned to me is that like they enjoy the way that I provide the videos to everybody.
Yeah.
So because
Dude.
I had to make because it's like I said, like when we first
Yeah.
started, essentially we're all doing the same exact thing. But just like any other business, regardless if it's food, clothing, whatever the case is, you can be all selling the same kind of burgers, but the burgers taste different. You know what I'm saying? So essentially that's what it is. So I mean, I think, like I said, I think the biggest thing that makes us different is just how we put our personal twist on what we call
Yeah.
skating and how we really perceive it to be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I appreciate. And listen, honestly though, all I'm saying is I really do appreciate you putting everything in the Dropbox and then just giving us the link for us to get to it, download our videos. That's like the most like amazing idea I ever like. No, I'm like, listen, I just scroll down. You have a lot of listen, y'all. He be getting everything. He be getting the clips. He be getting all that. So it's like I got to do a little scrolling, all that. I'm like, look at it. 1, 2, 3, 4, download. Like I'm just saying, and it's so simple to access that. And a lot
Mhm.
of people, a lot of like you probably have to ask and all that stuff to that. But then you would just be like, okay, everybody, wait. Just get. I'll give you guys. Listen, tonight I'll let you guys know when it's dropping. If you drop the link, I know that thing probably just be shutting down sometimes. Cause everybody just be on it.
It's such a fun fact about that because that whole thing with the Dropbox happened. It happened because I was being lazy. to be 100% with you. It happened because I was being lazy. Because I started and people started asking me for their videos. So I would literally have to go into because first I was on Google Drive. I was on Google Drive.
Ooh,
I was on Google Drive because it was free. So I was
yeah.
on Google Drive first, and I was going on Google Drive because once again storage, and I had
Sure.
everything on my phone. But the Google I got tired of like, because people were like, hey Josh, I want my video. Like, okay, what night was it? It was on Friday. What you had on? I had black t-shirts and blue jeans. Bro, that's everybody in the rink. You know what I'm saying? Like, what, like, help me help you here. So I would literally spend like an hour, 45 minutes to an hour looking for one person, looking for one video. I was like, hey, yo, there's got to be an easy way to do this. So I'm going to give y'all the link. Y'all can go look for yourselves. Just make sure that you tag me because you know exactly what you're looking for. I don't. So go ahead and do that. Post it, tag me, and we're good to go. But what ended up happening is that what you just said, it was, I want to say it was during Tampa Soul Roll, not this past year, but I think it was last year. I was on Google Drive, and what happened was that too many people were trying to access the Google Drive at one time. So it was actually like a good problem to have. So it's people started getting the links like come back in 24 hours, so on and so forth, blah blah blah. You could not access it because it was too many people hitting it. So I had to upgrade to Dropbox and do that. So yeah, Dropbox hasn't given me any issues yet. So thank goodness. Shout out to Dropbox. If you want to do a shameless plug and give me a sponsorship, appreciate it. Shout out to Dropbox.
Because I'm telling y'all, listen, that is a lot to put in. Plus, plus I know with all the videos you get, that also takes a lot of time to just put them in them files too.
Yeah, depending at one point in time, before I kind of like upgraded my RAM and stuff on my computer.
Yeah.
I'm taking at a skate party, at a versus like an event versus a skate party. At an event, I probably take roughly maybe between 130 to maybe 200 videos, depending on like how big the event is.
Right.
With a skate party, I'm doing maybe like 200 clips a night. So, and that's like a Friday. No, God forbid it's like a skate-a-thon where it's like all week long. You know what I'm saying? Right. So do it like a Thursday, Friday, Saturday, it takes like, it used to take me like, a couple of days to actually get all that stuff on until I upgraded my computer. So it takes a minute. It takes a little minute.
Right.
I would love to give y'all videos without the watermark, but I've had instances where people have cut out the watermark or tried to cut it out. I've had instances where people don't, they don't do the shout outs or tagging me in it. So, it's, I got to take a little time to put the watermark just to protect it because, I've seen my videos on the news and all this other stuff like that. And, it's the way to protect the videos.
Yeah. And now that's your brand and that's your marketing. So I feel like, hey, though, listen, and I see some videos too, y'all, that, sometimes y'all try to cut out the videographer's watermark.
Yeah. Y'all funny, man.
Everything through it. So I don't understand why you can't just leave. You can still see everything. It's not like it's one of them watermarks that's like, okay, dang, it's like a black one. It's just bold. You can still clearly see your legs and everything through the watermark. So I don't understand why we can't just leave it. And plus, that gives benefit to the videographers. You know what I'm saying? That definitely gives a whole lot of benefit to them. You know what I'm saying? Because, like you said, the news, Shade Room, and all this stuff that be posting it, and they, that it gives credit to you guys. And please tag them. Please collaborate. Do something.
And that's all it really takes is just really like a tag. You know what I mean? So just to get posted, just to be seen, because it's all about putting your brand out there at the end of the day.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So as long as you can put my brand out there, and we can kind of work in that collaboration in such a way, like I'm all for it.
Right. Like you can't just like add.
That's it, bro. That is it. But I think it's to the point now where people recognize the logo. So it's like I'm okay with that. I'm okay with not being posted and tagged and all that stuff like that nowadays, because I think my brand is beginning to grow to a point where people recognize it when they see it, which is a good thing. So I mean, it's okay.
And yeah, well, like we really appreciate you, man. Like Josh, you have done so much for like live. And I'm listening. Anytime we go live, anytime you post a video, I'm just looking. I'm just like, this conversation is amazing. That's why I wanted to get on the pod. That's why you guys want. Because listen, guys, we met. When was the first time we immediately met? I don't want to say because when I went to Florida,
was it Skate World Series?
No, I didn't. I couldn't because I had school.
Was it Tampa Soul Roll?
No, no. In fact, it was around that time, but I had to go back because I had to go to school. But I text you because I think Fanatic was DJing, and I was like, are you gonna be down there for? See, I'm thinking, y'all, I'm thinking everybody lives in Tampa, and he lives in Orlando. So
Nah.
I went to Astro World, I think that's what it's called. I think that's what it's called. I think
Was
that's
it like, was it during like EVC's one of their like New Year things?
no, it wasn't during New Year's. It was like during kind of like, let's say, shoot. Cause I was trying to get you to come, but then you was all the way in Orlando. She was like, "Nah, I'm not gonna be able to make it." I think there was like a whole event, but it was a Wednesday. It was like a regular Wednesday at Astro, I think.
Astro Skate? Yeah, that's
Yeah,
the main one that's here.
yeah, like a regular Wednesday, and I think it was near no, it was near what's his name? That's my boy. What is his name? But it was like around one of you guys' parties or whatnot.
Oh,
And
Prince.
that's not when I met you. But I think I met you first in South Carolina, I want to say. Like in person.
South Carolina. Was that the first time we met? Was when we did that video? It might have been. I feel like I've seen you. I feel like it was before that though.
Yeah, because
I knew who you were.
right. Did you
Huh.
go to 22?
Did that go where?
Did you go to RTC 2022?
I didn't.
Yeah, that's why. Oh,
Huh?
are you going to Independence Roll?
No, I'm not going to Independence Roll. So I'm going to. I wanted to go to Independence Roll, but I'm actually trying to go to Indianapolis for their party. So I've never been to Indy yet. So they seem like that's a vibe up there. So I'm gonna try to make it there because that's one thing about supporting your videographers.
Yeah.
Is that from a we believe me, I appreciate so much the emotional support. I do. But the emotional support don't buy plane tickets and hotel rooms and rental cars.
Oh, sure.
And that's what I'm saying because like it's getting to a point where because there's so many parties that are happening now that are beyond the national skate parties that have been here for the longest,
Right.
So I'm getting invited to a lot of them, but it's like, hey, yo, like these are like, back to back to back, I mean,
that travel.
this, I mean, have you seen these plane ticket flights? You know what I'm saying? Like
really?
they're like private jet flights now, you know what I'm saying? So it's not cheap.
Can I get points? Can I get
something, bro? Something. So it's at this point where like I have to like choose which parties I'm going to. Like I have to do like maybe one a quarter, maybe two a quarter, depending on what the parties are and how close they are. So if it's something that's back to back, I still have my complete way of how I make my living still that I have to account for. I don't do this full time to eat and make a living off of. This is out of an art form and a love for it. I have turned it into a business for tax purposes, but I still have something that completely pays me that I have an obligation to. So it's like I can't be out every single weekend, not paid. That doesn't make sense. So, and I'm not saying I do it for the money. It's just for the simple fact I'm not trying to go broke either. I got a mortgage to pay, so I can't be out here just all acting all crazy just to capture footage. I love y'all to death, believe me, I do. But that's another part where I had to come up with different content. So with the reels and all that stuff, that's where all that stuff kind of came from because I can't be at every party. I can't be everywhere at all times in all places in every region. I can't. So it's like, okay, I have to continue to make this thing fresh and be somewhat supportive to the skaters and my other talents. So
and
but support, please support.
I'll be flying mentally, physically. Listen, all that back and forth. It's just a lot. That's a lot to do.
It's a lot. It's a lot.
It's like a videographer just like, I want to make it this party because that can explode that. You know what I'm saying? I want to make it. But then it's just like, they got lives too, y'all. They got other things they got to do. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like the way you're going to, you know what I'm saying? You could really, make also something big out of this too. You know what I'm saying? You already have, and it's already growing. It's growing like freaking amazing. And I'm proud of you, and I'm proud to see your growth. You know what I'm saying?
Thanks, man. I appreciate it.
You just did amazing. And I just appreciate y'all. Like, cause there's only but certain, videographers. I love all of them. I appreciate all you guys, but there's just some of them which just like I feel like, dang man, like the way you could tell they love it because you would see them all night.
Mm.
Doing it. Me personally, I'm not gonna do that all night. I'm gonna skate. I can't. You're gonna at most 50 videos, but it's gonna be random
I'm out there all night, man.
all night with that.
All night, bro. I mean, I love skating, but I actually prefer the videography more than skating. More than skating. Like, I don't know. It's just I feel naked when I don't have my camera in my hand at this point. Like, yeah, I feel naked. Like I've it's to a point where like people don't even recognize me if I don't have my
If I
camera
don't
in my
have the
hand.
camera.
If I don't have my camera in my hand. Like they don't even recognize me. So it's like, I because I enjoy what I do. This
Right
is like, this is my talent, and this is, I hate to sound all biblical and churchy, but stuff like that. But it's this is like my tithing back to my community. This is how I give
now.
10% of my time back. You know what I'm saying, to my community.
We are
And
on
I do
time.
that. I do that through my talents. So one of my talents is, holding this camera and making magic with it. So that's what I do, and it's been because I do it for the love of it. I think that's one of the reasons why I've been so successful at it too. Because I'm not looking to go viral. I'm not looking to do all this. I'm really to here to really promote for a community. 3 years ago, I had no clue even existed. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? So I know I'm not reinventing the wheel because there's been other videographers that have been come before me. So, but I think that I'm just trying to put myself in a position where they can feel comfortable with passing on the torch. So
Yeah. And I appreciate you, bro. I love you. And y'all, this is gonna be like whatnot. We gotta do a part two. I don't care. Just come back on here. We gotta do a part two.
man, just let me know when you're ready, man. I'm ready when you are.
Okay, and I'm gonna make sure I do it on the day, on time, on the day. I'm like,
Just don't do it on the day you graduate. We'll be all right.
but yeah, Josh, I appreciate you for coming on here, y'all. I appreciate you for everything, man. I'm excited for you, like, just to see you evolve and grow and everything. And I appreciate the things that you have given to the community and this, like, I appreciate you and I appreciate it. I love you. I love you.
Man,
Love
love you back, man. I'm glad that you find the value in what I give, and I really appreciate the work that you put into this community also. So I mean, I know that you're DJing and you're getting ready to throw parties and all that good jazz. So I mean, there's a lot of work that goes into that. So you are one of the young souls that are going to be, promoting the culture in this new generation, man. So keep doing your thing. Once again, congratulations on graduating. Let's not overlook that feat, man. You
you. No,
graduated. You know what I'm saying? That's amazing, dude. So thank you so much, man, for everything and inviting me on here. I really appreciate it.
yes, sir. Thank you. So also too, tell them where they can follow you at and everything.
So y'all know where y'all can find the kid, man. If you on Instagram, follow me at SkateAddictTV, SK8ADDICT_TV. Make sure you follow me because that's where we ride, we vibe, and we party. I am actually getting ready to go on YouTube. So make sure that you follow me on YouTube.
Woo!
Hit that subscribe button. It's nothing on there yet. It's like 2 things on there, but go ahead and follow me. Some things are coming, I promise. If you like skate music, make sure you follow Skate Addict TV's playlist on Spotify and Apple Music. I'm getting into the TikTok, so I'm getting into TikTok too. So Skate Addict TV on TikTok. So we out here making it shake. Also on Facebook, if you just do Skate Addict TV, I promise you'll find me. I promise. I promise. So, but more than likely, if you want to get in contact with me, DM me or anything like that, make sure you hit me on IG, Skate Addict TV. But we ride, we vibe, we party, y'all.
Top my screen.
I'll be ready, bro. I'll be ready. I'm not new to this. I'm true to this. You know what I mean?
Thank you guys for coming out. I thank you guys for watching the podcast. Guys, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and turn your post notifications on. I appreciate you, Josh, for coming on. And TJ Youngsoul TV, signing out. Scares Podcast. We out. Deuces, y'all.
Later, y'all. Y'all be good.